What's good? What's good is the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So listen, we got Shakur Stevenson going in not only on Ryan Garcia, but on Teofimo Lopez, which was very crazy to me because I thought him and Teofimo Lopez had a very good relationship. Teofimo came out to his fight against Edwin De Los Santos to support him, and apparently Teofimo has said something on the Porter Way podcast. Shout out to Sean Porter. That rubbed Shakur Stevenson the wrong way. All right. You know, and it's crazy, man. I love the smoke between these guys, but unless if we get a fight, man, all of this means nothing, bro. But Shakur Stevenson he's not happy right now. I think Shakur is on edge, man. I think he's just like a ticking time bomb going in on everybody that has something to say about him because rightfully so, he's been criticized a lot. You know, he's been criticized a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and play what Teofimo said, then we'll get it cracking. I'll show you what the tweets are.
We want you to keep fighting, bro.
I don't know. Do you guys still want to like see a $4 million man put you guys to sleep? For what?
Oh, you know what you're talking about, right?
Of course, I'm talking about Shakur.
For a bill.
$4 million.
Ooh, we didn't get into Shakur.
Oh, yeah, I want to see like entertainment, and then pay the man for that entertainment.
Well,
you know,
I
give it all different kind of traits of skills. I mean, even Andre Ward, someone that's like an analyst, like a perfectionist in boxing, like his IQ is high. He was even the commentator, like he was surprised how I did that jab where it was like a Superman punch to Josh Taylor, a guy that's undisputed and everything, and just made it look so easy. I bring so many things. I even brought a George Foreman combination now because that's everything. Everything is everything. Like I go back in time because that's.
All right, so I wanted to talk about what he said to Ryan Garcia because this actually came before his fight with before his little back and forth with Teofimo. I actually want to talk about what he said about Ryan. So he said to Ryan, we can fight next week and he tagged Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna stand in front of you all night long, I promise. And he said we could do a catch weight, or he can come up to 35, or he can come to 35 if he want to finally become a world champion. All right. But what he had to say about Teo, he said, these dudes so shiesty, be in your face 1 minute like they your mans and ish, but talk crazy about you the next. And then in reality, they forget they bad nights, they lose. And they bad like nights, they lose, talking about his bad night with George Kambosos. Teo then replies and says, nah, it's different once you size me up in the locker room. I was just trying to support you on your night. Yeah, you were focused on me, but don't stress. Me and Jay the Pinky are good businessmen. Happy holidays, champ. And he tagged Shakur. Now I hope he ain't trying to troll Jay Prince by calling Jay the Pinky, because Jay Prince is not a dude you want to troll, bro. Like, trust me. All right. Shakur then said, damn, you felt some type of way because I sized you up, N-word? Well, Mr. Entertainer, when the time comes, I'll be ready. Say no more, gangster. Just stay out my face. I don't F with fake ASS support or fake love. I'm too genuine for that. Going in on responding basically to what Teofimo had to say to him, man. Basically saying like, bro, you mad because I sized you up, like, which is something that, you know, boxers do, you know, with somebody that's in or around their division, you know, just the competitive nature. Teo said, talk about that jab, right? Tough crowd. Can't wait. Can't even call you a G at this point. Hashtag down bad. So, I guess he was talking about how Shakur fought. Shakur then responded by saying, nah, I'm talking about that asthma you had when Kambosos' bum ASS was punching you in your face and you couldn't breathe. Or the time you fought Sandor Martin and you had to ask yourself, do I still got it? You weird ASSN, stay out my face. Real RS stand for real ish. And there won't ever be no issue. So going bad, man. And that's crazy, man, because a lot of people don't know that Teo and Shakur actually came up with each other in the amateurs. Shakur then goes on to say, not one of these NIGGA, I'd rather be I'm sorry, saying they want to fight. That's the part I don't get. Me against the world, though. Everybody could go against me. That ish don't do nothing but make me work harder. Hashtag chasing greatness. All right. So, I mean, it's crazy because, like I said, like, Tio and Shakur actually had a very good relationship, especially coming up in the amateurs. A lot of people don't know. Actually, a lot of people that was around boxing in the amateur, or that was around Tio, or came up in amateur boxing, know that Tio actually his Gordo was his nickname. We called him Gordo in the amateurs. A lot of people don't know that, but Tio, like he was referred to as Gordo. But they had a really good relationship or whatnot. And even to this point right now, because as you guys saw, if you guys watched the fight with Shakur versus Edwin De Los Santos, like I said earlier in the video, Teofimo came in and supported Shakur, and it seems like I said, Shakur is just on edge right now. All right, now obviously, listen, it is what it is. You know, Shakur has to face the fact that he's gonna just receive criticism, and not even so much of criticism, bro, because the facts are facts, bro. And even though, yes, technically or realistically speaking, the statement that Shakur's fight was a boring fight is an opinion, but it's a highly favored opinion that I think everybody has, bro. And you know, Tio was stating like, you know, that you want to see a boring fighter, a $4 million fighter fight a boring fight. Now, granted, he didn't have to throw Shakur under the bus like that because obviously they're cool or whatnot. So I can't see why Shakur is gonna take that to offense. But at the same time, again, bro, listen, it is what it is. That was your last fight. You're gonna receive criticism. In the words of my favorite fighter of all time, Andre Ward, you're only as good as your last fight. All right. But the thing about that is, Shakur is just gonna have to have tough skin about it, and he's gonna have to realize, bro, like use that out to his motivation, right? Now, going up to fight Tio, and well, first let me talk about this fight with Ryan Garcia. Going back and forth with Ryan Garcia and moving up, I think obviously we all know that Shakur has the better skills, more skills in his left hand than Ryan has in his whole arsenal. I mean, it's no secret that Shakur is the much more skillful fighter. But the only problem is with Shakur is that he showed us on 2 occasions that when he fights somebody that has pop in their punch, he's more so weary to get in there and actually let his hands go. He fights very cautious. He fights a very cautious fight. And at the end of the day, it's all about getting the victory. Now, however, the thing about Ryan Garcia, though, we all know Ryan has pop in his punch. That pop is more so due to his left hand. I mean, his left hook, right? I personally don't think that. I think that Shakur has enough IQ to take that away from Ryan Garcia. Obviously, I don't think anybody thinks that Shakur has the pop to knock Ryan Garcia out. But I do think that he has the IQ to take Ryan Garcia's best attributes away from him, which is something that I like about Shakur. Fighters like Shakur, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, they take what you do best. They take that away from you. All right. So I don't necessarily think Ryan's power would be a factor, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I can't really just say that for a fact. However, Teofimo, that's a whole nother ball game, because not only are you talking about a guy that has great athleticism, but this dude has heavy hands in both punches. Teofimo is very athletic. Teofimo is not only is he very athletic. Teofimo to me is the whole package, bro. The dude he's fast. All right, he has quick hands. He's athletic, so he has great athleticism, and his boxing IQ is amazing. When he's at his best. Obviously, his fight with Sandor Martin was not a good fight, and I like how Shakur brought that up, saying that, bro, like, you had a bad night as well. Now, granted, I will say this, Tio's bad night wasn't as boring like Shakur's was. However, either way, though, they both still got the job done. Now, I do feel like Shakur has the better defense than Tio. It's not too many people that I would say that has a better defense than Shakur. Actually, I probably would say nobody. Shakur is the best when it comes to controlling range and controlling distance. I mean, that right there alone will win you a fight. Just go watch the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Range and distance won Mayweather that fight. Nothing too much more after that, right? So I think Shakur has the better IQ than Tio, but I'm not sure that Shakur beats Tio, and I'm just gonna be honest with that statement, because Tio has heavy hands, and I think Shakur will fight a very cautious fight, and you can't be cautious in there with a guy like Tio. All right, Obviously, all of these fights will be a good fight, but Shakur has a point to prove, and so I think Shakur should be focusing on getting that next fight, and he needs to fight quickly, as quick as possible, so everybody can get this bitter taste out their mouth with Shakur due to his last performance. All right, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?